I think it's fair to say that that was boring. Very frustrating to watch. A 0-0 draw against Scotland. I've currently got the FOTMob app up on screen. Please do check it out. You can download it with the link below. It's available on Android, iOS, completely free, and keeps you up to date with the Euros. So after a game like this, a boring 0-0, you can see why it was such a bad game. I'm looking at the ratings right now, as you can see on screen. Mount with a 7.7 is our highest rated player. And then for Scotland, I mean, defensively, they've got some good ratings there. Oh man, what happened? What happened? Let's have a look at the stats. Obviously, we've dominated the ball. Expected goals 1.6, lots of shots, although actually Scotland had more shots than us, but we had more chances, better passing. Oh, I don't know what to say, guys. The lineup really isn't that bad. We should be winning against Scotland. I'm sorry. We should be winning against Scotland. It's as simple as that. And you can see here, the table after 2 games is still healthy for us. If we beat Czech Republic, we will go through. Very simple. If we draw against Czech Republic or even lose against Czech Republic, 4 points can be enough. Obviously, Croatia and Scotland could draw, whatever. We're in a healthy position, but today we could have done it. We could have absolutely done it today. Could have got it done, and then the game against Czech Republic wouldn't have been as important. But yeah, just not a good game today. You know, it could have been so much better, but it is what it is when you've got a manager that wants to play defensively and use 2 DMs all the time. Thanks again to FOTMob for sponsoring this video. As I said, if you are watching the Euros, if you miss a game, FOTMob is there for you. It keeps you covered with all of the stats, every single result, all the fixtures coming up. It's got all the latest news, transfers around the world of football, so it is for free as well. You can download it, and I'd really appreciate it if you check it out. I love the app. I love working with them, and they're a great supporter of the channel. So you've seen the lineup, you've seen the stats. What do you think went wrong today? And yeah, I mean that. What went wrong today? Because this is a result that simply lacks anything. It's just not an exciting result, is it? A 0-0 against Scotland. For me, you know, when we played Croatia, playing 2 defensive midfielders, I can kind of understand it. You look at their midfield with Kovacic and Modric, it's on another level compared to Scotland's. I feel like today, though, we could have been a bit more adventurous, a bit more brave, and maybe gone with a Bellingham or a Henderson if he was ready to play. Instead, we've gone with the same lineup today. The only change we've made is Trippier and Walker come out, and Shaw and Reece James came in. And to be fair, they've done well. Reece James was good today. I thought Shaw had some good opportunities. He almost scored at one point as well, but put it wide. In general, I like to think they actually did all right today. The problem for me was the urgency. There was no feeling of getting the ball forward as quickly as possible, trying to catch out their midfield and get in behind. They were playing 3 centre-backs, you know, wing-backs as well. We could have got in behind and done some serious damage. I think Harry Kane wasn't getting the service he needed, and that's a big problem when your best player can't even get on the ball. I thought Sterling was a little bit weak again today. Maybe could have had a penalty. He got stamped on in the box. Maybe would have been a bit soft. Just in general, it was the urgency for me, the speed, the tempo of the game, and it just screamed for more advanced attacking players. We were set up too defensively today. I personally would have started Grealish. We saw when he came on, we were definitely better. I love Grealish. For me, he's my favourite player in the squad, outside of Saka, of course, but Jack Grealish instantly made an impact. It was interesting to see Rashford come on instead of keeping Kane on. I feel like with Harry Kane, yes, he might not be getting anything done. He might be struggling, but suddenly, bang, out of nowhere, there will be a chance, and you know he'll bang it in. I don't get that feeling with Rashford sometimes, and actually I think he could potentially be better off deployed out on that left side, but of course we had Grealish there. So Mason Mount had a quiet game today. I don't really think he really was able to do much. Grealish had more of the ball than him when he came on. What else was wrong today? I guess you could argue that maybe it's not just England having a poor game. It was actually Scotland nullifying us. They did so well. I was really impressed with Scotland. I thought that Tierney and Robertson down that left side dominated. I really thought Dyke had a good game as well. Stuart Armstrong came on for Billy Gilmore. No, I'm not going to say his name. Billy Gilmore, sorry, I had to. He was good when he came on. Probably should have started seeing that. Because you've got to remember going into this game that Scotland need to get 3 points. Otherwise, it's game over. It probably is game over for them. They simply have to win and hope that other results don't... Well, actually, are they out now? So they've got 1 point. We're on 4. I mean, yeah, it's not looking good, is it? They could potentially go through in third place on points. It's possible, but they needed to win today. And even towards the end of the game, it didn't feel like they really went for it. They were almost happy to just get a draw against one of their rivals. And I do get that. I do understand that it is England versus Scotland. And did you know there's been over 100 matches between these two teams, and there was only 3 0-0s going into this game. That's now 4. Is it Gareth Southgate? I don't know. I feel like, this is a big tournament for him. I think it's make or break. If he doesn't get to the semi-finals or even the final, you could see Southgate under a lot of pressure. I feel like this team is good enough to get to the semi-finals, no doubt about it. We are, I would say, a top 5 squad in this competition. There's only a few teams that can boast a better squad. So for me, Gareth Southgate is a great guy. I like the philosophies. I like that he's an experienced football player himself, had some ups and downs with England, and the players seem to respect him. But when you play so defensively against a team that you should be beating, it's not really good enough. So what's next? Up against Czech Republic, who look good, by the way. Czech Republic have been good so far. They're equal points with us. So that game is going to be an interesting one. It's going to decide who wins the group. And, of course, who gets a harder round, or not round, but, knockout stage. I think going against Czech Republic, we should go for it. We should be a lot more attacking. Show that, we can be at your throat the entire game instead of passing it sideways and backwards, because no one wants to watch football like that, especially in an international tournament where you want to see flair. You want to see these players playing for a big move in their career. There's huge opportunities for these players to make a name for themselves, the younger players especially. And so far with England, it's been 1 goal and none conceded. It's just been boring. It's just been boring. So the game against Croatia was fine. We got the result, but I was expecting more against Scotland. So the fact that this game hasn't gone to plan, I'm expecting more against Czech Republic. I want to see Sancho at some point. I want to see Grealish start. I would drop Mason Mount and Sterling 100%. I'd also bring in Bellingham, a bit of energetic midfield. He's such a young player. There's actually a video on YouTube on the England channel of them testing suits and going to photo shoots. And you can see Bellingham doing his tie. He looks like a school kid. He looks like he's about to go into triple science. Honestly, it's hilarious. He's so young. I want to see that youthfulness in the team in midfield. I would also potentially bring in Maguire. I don't think Mings and Stones have had any issues. I just feel like if Maguire's fit, he should probably play. He's an £80 million defender. I feel like John Stones, when he hit the post in the first half, Maguire scores that. Maybe it's a call for Southgate to make and go for it. Why not? Maybe we do play 3 centre-backs and the wing-backs can push really far forward. Either way, I just want to see more. We are capable of more than this. This Euros and obviously a World Cup, it only comes around every 2 years. And I don't want us to look scared. I want us to go for it. We're England. We are a very good team, a very young team, very inexperienced team in general. But why are we not just going for it? Let's put on a show. Okay, so today that hasn't happened. And that's fine because the result hasn't killed us. We're still likely to go through, very likely. But against Czech Republic, I want us to absolutely go for it. As I said, Grealish, I want to see him on the pitch. Even Sancho, get him on the pitch as well. Even if it means dropping Harry Kane for this game. Let's see Calvert-Lewin. Give some other players a chance to show what they're about, because the players on the pitch tonight, I don't think justified their selection enough. They were just okay. Nothing special. No one really stood out today. And that's what we need against Czech Republic, who could beat us. They could genuinely beat us. But with 4 points, we're probably safe. We are probably safe. So it is an underwhelming performance and an underwhelming result, but it is enough, I think, to put us through. We'll play Czech Republic. I think Croatia will beat Scotland and we'll be fine. But I really expected more today. Again, thank you for watching these reviews. I know not many people really care too much about my thoughts about England, but I wanted to do Operation England. I wanted to do a video on every game. Yeah, and thank you to FOTMob for sponsoring this video. Please do check them out, guys. Again, it's a free app. Just give it a go. I think you'll love it. Just follow your favourite national team and club team and get everything you need at your fingertips. It is fantastic. The link is down below, and I will see you over the weekend. I'm going to do another transfer roundup video at some point.